about this?
He went home. Maybe he doesn't know. Because maybe he changed it. I don't know.
Ibrahim. Il est parti à la maison. Assalam. Close to here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You guys close to here.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا من بيننا شقيا ولا مطرودا برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين اللهم ارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه اللهم يا معلم ابراهيم علمنا ويا مفهم سليمان فهمنا يا رب العالمين اللهم يا معلم داود علمنا ويا مفهم سليمان فهمنا يا رب العالمين اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين فأحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. As we know, the reason why we're here is just for that sitting meeting, since we have been together all the time. Anytime Ramadan is approaching, we always have a meeting sitting for each one and every one of us to give their opinion in how we are going to welcome the guest of Allah. Allah sent us a guest. How are we preparing ourselves to meet that guest, and how are we going to treat that guest in this masjid in particular. So inshallah, this is the reason why we're here, and I don't think, since we have been always, it's like 6 or 7 years I've been here already, nothing changed. It's always the same thing. Majority of the time in general is the same thing, but it is the amount, especially when it comes to how to deal with the money issue, the food, is the amount that is increasing, especially after COVID. Everything starts increasing all the time. So inshallah, we're giving the speech to Muhammad Young, the one who's in the center of everything when it comes to preparation of Ramadan. Inshallah, whatever he has, he will tell us. Inshallah, barakallahu fikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, yeah, just like Imam said, this meeting is for preparation for Ramadan, and I think it would be good to make a reminder of what we have done last year, so we can have an idea how to prepare for this coming Ramadan. For example, to start with, how much each member of the Masjid used to give for the preparation of Ramadan, preparing for the plates, cups, and stuff like that, water, dates, and then how much we need to give for each and everyone to sponsor a day, or how many number of days you want, inshallah. I think last year we were giving each $50, right?
Yeah, it was $50. 100, right? I think it was $100.
Yeah, it was $100, right? So inshallah, we're gonna start collecting $100 from each of us, so we can maybe 2 weeks into the month of Shaban, start buying stuff, cups, plates, spoons, dates, and then for the sponsoring, it was how much last year?
Was it 350?
300, no.
400, right?
It's 800.
Yeah, they were 400. 400.
400.
But the problem
Because
is this year, maybe it's gonna be increased because no, you're gonna have a lot of guests, the immigrant people.
Yeah,
Well,
but people
let
don't have
them
money.
finish, but then your idea is
I don't think
your
this
idea.
year. I don't think this year we're going to increase it. I think it should just remain because, as we see here, when we collect money for the Masjid, it's very, very down. What we collect is very, very low compared to what we used to collect before. It's almost 1/3 of what we collect in every Friday now. So we taking money from the savings to pay for the rent. Whatever we collecting is not enough to pay for the rent. So I don't think it's going to be wise to increase it. We're just going to leave it as last year. Whatever we have, we will stick to that, inshallah. So, inshallah, we expecting your suggestions. So if anyone has anything to say, inshallah, let's. Discussion is open.
Yeah. So I know it's very tough this time for people to ask for money, but compared to last year, everything is increased. The stuff you buy, you go to the groceries. I mean the way you buy it before $5, now it's gonna be maybe like $7 to $8. I don't know. It's let's try it $400 if it's enough. We're good with that. Otherwise, maybe we can increase maybe at least $50 or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. You know, subjective. If it's not, you know, shall we just live in like whatever you have? But you remember last year we having some people they come in Norway. Now this year, you know, you see everybody now in the town. This key, whatever they can get food, they go in there. I mean,
Guys, you have an idea? Yes, sir. What's your idea? Then we'll go like this. Everybody have something. You give it to each other.
So, I mean, I think whatever Muhammad Young said, I think like pretty much, you know, the situation is, I mean, he said it based on like his knowledge, you know, of like all the entries. I mean, so when like the amount is set like set at like 400, I guess for me my understanding is like it is at least 400, like that's a minimum, but someone who is willing to give more can give more. I mean, what I would say at that point is like, you know, is like if I mean the member is like a 400, I mean like $100, you know, to start with. The 400, you know, it's like we do on the board, like each one, you know, pick a day. But also like if there is anyone like in addition, like, you know, to giving the money, they can provide like other stuff, you know, they will be more welcome, like dates, you know, water and other stuff. I think like, you know, those are well known, like, you know, how much you pay. They have like a calendar for the 30 days. I think like the most critical part is, I guess, like the food. If they are volunteered, you know, to cook, most likely like if like if someone like decide to cook, the food they bring like usually like is a lot sometimes compared to like, you know, what we order. I mean, just like based on, you know, the past years, like, you know, use as like a model.
and then see what plus we can bring. I would recommend like if people volunteer like to cook, that would be like a great idea because like I said, most of the time when they bring food like is more than enough, then other.
I mean that's what we've been doing all the time. Is mostly people, the ladies cooking for us. We give them the money and they cook for us. We don't go to the restaurant and buy. We go to the restaurant and buy. It's going to be too expensive. So that's the way we've been doing things since the beginning. And I don't think it's going to change unless we don't have someone cooking for us for a particular day. Then we go to a restaurant. If we have someone, then we'll definitely go for it.
Assalam alaikum.
So that's not the problem. I think what we say is we take that into consideration. If the need comes that we have to give more, then we discuss it and then increase it. But what I propose is we just stick with what we had done last year. Because this year money is tight, so I don't think it's a good idea. If the necessity comes, then we'll try to adopt.
All right, this is the same thing we're doing every year. It's not like a new thing coming out. It's not like a new change something. But this year I think it's different the other years. It's tough for the people who don't have enough. And what Muhammad says is going to be that way. We like it, we don't like it, it's going to be a lot of people this year. Because by the situation they have in the city. We see Friday here right now. We don't have place to pray either. That's Friday. But Muhammad told you one place. After Ramadan, before Ramadan coming, we're gonna have to sit down to talk about that thing too. The situation we see is going on by the money thing about the Masjid now is not good. Nobody don't want to come outside to help us. We have to sit down, make something plan to work for the Masjid. If you see over here, the Masjid they exceeded. But the day you short by the rent, you're gonna see the French people by the Jewish people is the money. If you don't have the money, something gonna come in by the head. But before we come in that, before you dig in the saving, everything finished, we're gonna have the meeting. We have to sit down. Today is Ramadan. Last year we said you guys put $100 to anybody to give it to like the member. $100 is okay, but what this guy said, this year it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be tough. In the beginning, we tried. Because if we start, the beginning we put in the ball $400 for everybody have to consult the day. You come in again, change the number, it's gonna be something. I think if you go about 450, put 450. You put 450, we see if it's worth. If we're short by the 450, then we're gonna see what we're gonna have. Because if the people taking the day, you're telling them again, we have to include the money. So that means it's something I see we'll be checking, Fix the money we have to do, we look at if it's a work, it's alhamdulillah. What do we mean? We say something, be afraid to come in, but Allah bring the solution. The last solution is from Allah. Always Allah can bring something from us. We don't suggest it either. I think alhamdulillah, Allah make it easy. And the Ramadan coming, we're trying to make it before it's coming. We see what we have in hand. Let's start. We're gonna sit down in Ramadan coming, then we're gonna collect the money. This time now, anybody have some money you can give to Muhammad now. Don't wait nothing. We're gonna open the list. Anybody give the money, he can write his name. All right? Anything I have to say? Assalamu alaikum.
So, Assalam alaikum. The same thing as they mentioned. We have a lot of people coming, as we know, and I think it will be wiser to put it 450. It will be wiser for us to put. Even we know the situation of each and every one of us, the way money enter in the bank, in our account, in the Masjid every Friday. There's nothing. What we spend, it is like way, higher than what we receive in the Masjid. So that pushes us to go and take from the saving. And the saving is not like we have 50,000. We don't have more than that. We don't even have that. So we have to pay attention to that also. That's how I always encourage each and every one of us. If we will have brothers, friends, even if they are far away, they don't come to the Masjid, talk to them about the situation of the Masjid, give them the Zelle number. Every month, if they send 20, 50, that is something, inshallah. Let us encourage each other. But coming back to Ramadan, the 100 part, we collect that, inshallah. 100 for every one of us. If you have 500 to give for 100 part also, it's good. You do that also, you get more reward than others. Alhamdulillah. But the food part, we have to increase, inshallah, because of the guests we have. They come from all over the place. The way we see them even Friday, the small food that the old women are bringing every Friday, even because of that, you see some people coming, and when they finish praying, they ask, "Oh, Imam, food? There's no food." They ask. So they ask if there's food or there's no food. So it's a very good occasion for us and for the people also to encourage people to feed the people who are in need, because these people came, they're really in need. The food they give them shelter is not sometimes in the halal. They don't eat, they don't have a job. Anyone who has guests, you know what I'm talking about. These people don't have job. They stay 3 months, 4 months, they don't even have job. You are the one who's feeding them. Sometimes it's hard in your house even. So you send them, you let them go to the masjid. So maybe in the masjid there will be something. So let us increase a little bit. We make it 450. The one who has 400 is no problem, we accept it. But we put on 450, that's what I think. We put 450 and we see what's going to happen, inshallah. And anyone who can encourage something, any woman who is ready to cook and bring the masjid, they can always bring also. Like we have the 451, and then if people keep on bringing food, it will be good for us, inshallah. So may Allah make it easy.
Assalam alaikum. I don't know if you did this before, but I think I should, me and you now, or even Muhammad Young, or even Sanda, to go around the local stores, especially the imams, I know most of the owners, and maybe ask for help, maybe from him to like 140 or and most of them, if not all, actually come here and pray at least a Friday.
Okay, that's a good idea.
That one, you and Muhammad Young, you go together, please.
Also that man, because I know they know.
Yeah, inshallah, yeah.
I think Imam is better suited. They know Imam, they don't know me.
Imam and him can do it.
Yeah, can take care
Can
of
do
it.
that. Yeah. You guys can do that job. All right.
Even the pizza shop, actually, the owner is actually Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah, he brings pizza during Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's another point to make money. If we have the idea to collect money, we really need it. The masjid is really in need of.
I have the one boy, you remember that?
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
All the time you tell me, just tell me before I give it to you, because I give you a lot of masjid here.
I will inshallah try to ask them when we need that. Inshallah.
Anytime you're ready, you can get Imam. If you're gonna work with them, but this place.
No, some of them are not like from this new. Inside this one, some of them like don't go to them.
We make you in charge of that.
That's
Yeah,
very much.
you will leave you in charge of that.
Yeah, you're in charge. Inshallah. Thank you.
Muhammad Law.
MashaAllah, all the ideas are great, alhamdulillah. I think the only thing that I think is different, like the only idea I have different from everyone else about, increasing the amount of money we're, collecting. It has to do with the servings. I observe, like what I've observed, when the first group of people come to get served, they get served extra food, really large amounts that sometimes they didn't even finish. What I see in other masjids are usually like ready-made plates. So they have a plate with, you know, one piece of chicken, you know, some rice, or, you know, the sauce on the side. And they, you know, it's already made. You just come take your plate, you eat whatever you have, that's what you get. But in this masjid, that's not how it goes. You got people who come in and, you know, the first bunch who come, they just take a lot. Sometimes they come even do a double, a second time, a second plate.
The 96 they do that. They have the plate they prepare. They give you the plate.
Right.
Yeah, but
Anything you get it is okay.
that one is difficult. If you
But the
usually
plate-
that's a woman who's cooking, and if she has to do that into plates, it's gonna be.
No,
No,
you
can
can do
serve
that.
it
You
here.
can do that here.
Can do it here.
And
You know?
usually also they bring food. If they bring it early, then we have to do that.
Yes,
And the food will be cold. It's going to be hard for people to eat. That's one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The second thing is like since they bring so late, because so that it is hot. Nobody want to eat food while it's cold. That's the reason why I think.
So, one idea.
Into we don't stop it because here sometimes that idea we see that, but here it's hard to work here because sometimes we give the food. Sometimes here we give the people, we tell them come take the food. Some day they bring a lot of food. Some day we short. You know?
Yeah, but
here it's like that.
When they bring a lot of food, you can keep that food. They say, I mean, the 96 way they put in the food, it's not gonna get cold. They put in the fire, a special plate. The fire is gonna get hot. But the problem is that the food is coming late. That's the thing. Yeah. Over there, they make order for the restaurant. The restaurant they prepare for everything. Then bring me in.
Okay.
And don't forget, those take a lot of space. And if we won't have garbage for that, I don't think it's gonna work here. I don't-
We try the way we go, but
Okay.
we can tell the people,
Make them
you
fine.
guys giving the food, go small,
Down.
go small this side. We look at it, what people have. If a lot of people, we going small.
Right. Not
If
every-
it's not too much people,
Sometimes, you know what?
we going.
A lot of people get served a lot.
Yes.
And believe me, I found a lot of food in the garbage.
Yes. Essentially,
A
with
lot of
children,
food
the
in the
children
garbage.
coming here.
We shouldn't do that.
Yes.
They should just serve just a little bit, and then whatever who want come back for more food, then serve more. Some brothers has a big plate, and then they don't finish the plate, and it's throw away.
That's true. That's right.
No, it's a bit. Even
for the
Thursday, even Monday, we experience even now.
Yes.
Even
Yeah,
the water also.
we'll take that into consideration, but I don't think.
Let this guy talk.
Yeah,
before
let's
you
go.
pray.
It's good.
About people talk much like 400 or 450 for every night. You know, that's not easy. But if you're gonna find like people to cook, it's gonna be easy. And they tell him just do sauce and the rice. You know, like jack or something extra. If they told like they will find like just like maybe 10 lady to cook for just Ramadan, this is gonna be more easy. But if you're gonna buy like a restaurant or something, that's different. That's different. So if you're gonna find some people to help us to cook for just Ramadan, at least even 350 is enough. Inshallah. That's what I done. But I don't know if it's not easy. A lot of people don't wanna tell his wife like to cook. He can just take for 1 week, 1 day. That's it. Just 1 day. If you told your wife just for 1 day, that's it. Next time Muhammad wife, I think it's gonna be more easy for us. But if it's not done, so because people to try the Gavi, even Imam he keep tell people don't open the water if you know you don't drink. He keep talk all the time, but people don't listen. And then most people do that. They're not born here. They get a visa to come. They know about back home, but they don't listen. So inshallah, and the new people was coming. I think this masjid, he not got a lot of people. Another place, he got most people than here. So we're gonna just try to do it best, inshallah.
Tawheed. Thank you.
I guess everybody's the 450. I think that's good. Since everybody's like, we're gonna have an influx of a lot of people, so that would be good. What brother said about reaching out to some of the owners.
Yes.
We can also have them talk to them about the water. Maybe get the contract and all that stuff. So basically, when they get the water and all that stuff, that'll be easy. Like the water and all that stuff. We can limit the amount of water, like the small one, instead of the big one and all that stuff.
No, that one. The problem is the small bottle are very expensive.
Expensive,
It's expensive more than the big one.
So
Yes.
it's useless to buy them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
so
gallon is
If
175
you want to
and
save
that
water,
one's $1.
you're gonna buy twice the price of that water bottle. It makes no sense.
or we can buy the jug and put it somewhere in the corner. Yeah, so people can handle. If that would be easier to save money, then that.
Yeah,
If someone wants water and he's sitting
Usually-
here, he's gonna go all the way.
Usually, the water part, we don't really buy it from our own. Usually,
People
it's
bring
people
it.
bring it.
Okay, so
Yes, people
alhamdulillah,
bring
that's
it.
fine. Yes.
It's only when there's no issue, like we take the water bottle return that are there and Ayisa made, we take them and we buy. Otherwise, usually people bring it.
We don't have fun.
Yeah, we just don't want to waste. People, if you take somebody take one bottle, take 1 or 2 sips and just leave it here. That's what we just don't want.
Inshallah, we're gonna keep on reminding, inshallah.
And I
I think
guess
we're gonna have to be tough with these
more than
people.
one person and
Talk to them.
like two people a day.
Yeah, we can have 2, 3, 4 people. Who,
Yes.
It doesn't.
So
It
that's
didn't
not
know.
gonna be like 450 one day.
Of
You
course.
have two people
Finish it.
a day.
Okay.
And if you have more than that, so you just save it for a rainy day. You just save it.
Of course. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum. You have some input?
No, I missed the beginning part. I don't know where you guys plan on cooking, maybe? Is if
No.
it's here or outside?
We're planning for Ramadan.
Yes.
So usually we don't cook here.
Okay.
We collect money, we give it to our wives, and they cook for us. Maghrib time around iftar, we bring it. Somebody go get it and we bring it. So that's, but we just contribute. We, for example, if they say one day we sponsor, one day is usually $400. But last year that was what, but this year Imam says it's going to be 450, so it's going to be 450. So that's what it is. So we would like to have your input, inshallah. What are your suggestions? And also, for Isha, maybe you're going to delay it, okay? Everybody?
Yeah, no more than 5 minutes. I got a meeting.
No, what meeting? This is a big
It's
meeting.
45, so Isha today is going to be 7.
Were you here last year?
No.
During Ramadan?
No, I wasn't.
Or you haven't observed it yet?
Not yet. But have we started collecting yet?
But we're going to start
today.
then.
We're gonna start.
Start today?
No, not today.
Yeah,
Starting next week.
everyone who has today.
If you have today, it's okay. You
So
come
we're
with
gonna start
Muhammad.
like the example.
Yeah.
You're gonna open the list.
Yes.
You're gonna give your name.
If someone has something more to say, say.
No, that's not what I
Feel the same
That's
way.
not what I meant. Every just
Yeah, because they start to pray. If we have something new to say, then you say it. If not, we just conclude. And there's no problem. Next week we can have another extra.
Tell them
These people, let these
the
people
member
do
of the
this.
Masjid.
Yeah. Yo, Muhammad.
No, you can cut that here.
Just ask.
Khair, go quickly.
No, just ask if anybody has something
Huh?
to say, and then we'll say it. But they can say if you ask.
Brother, the member of the masjid, the people they pray regularly, they ask that for $100. If you cannot sponsor one day, maybe you can give whatever you can. Okay? Not people going.
Even that $100 you can for whatever you can give it.
You know, not for forcing like for $400. Okay?
All right.
Whatever you can do.
Muhammad, if anyone has something, Khair, Sulaiman, Muhammad.
so inshallah, you know.
As I
Well, you have to be fine.
Yes.
You want. Huh?
Everyone to contribute $450.
No.
No, everybody. Sponsor, you voluntary, you take a day to feed everybody.
Okay.
Like the first day of Ramadan, he will just decide to say, okay, I'm taking the first day. So he bring 450, he will give the woman, and it's not by mandatory, no. But the one we say we encourage everyone to do is that $100. That will do. At least even if we don't have someone sponsor a day, at least we have tea and date.
Okay.
That's the reason why we have that. That
So-
$100 for everybody.
So 450 is the max you are suggesting.
Yeah, 450 is for a sponsored day.
One
for the
day.
food after Maghrib, what we eat.
Iftar and sahur, both.
No, iftar only.
Iftar.
That's only
Okay. And for suhoor,
Suhoor is going to be the same amount, but it's going to be only for the last 10 days. Suhoor is only for the last 10 days, but for the first 20 days of Ramadan is only iftar.
so there is no suhoor every day.
Because people don't come here for suhoor.
So we eat at home and
On
then
the
we
last
pray
10 days,
at
people
night.
stay here, they pray overnight, and they stay here instead of going home for suhoor. They have suhoor here. But for the last, if not the last 10 days, the first 20 days of Ramadan is only iftar.
And my suggestion is that instead of serving this food, can you put them in containers? Already put, so the wastage is minimized.
Yeah, that's what we
Otherwise,
do. That's what we do.
No, I see the people bringing the plates, and they put in.
No. We buy the plates, and when people make line, and
I have been here last time.
What he's saying about the to-go. We put
Yeah.
on the to-go, like the way he said.
Small container.
The container is because that requires a lot of work. That's one, and it's going to be also going to cost us more.
More money and a lot of garbage.
Lot of garbage also.
Lot
So
of
that
garbage.
one is kind of they try to do it and it never works.
But you have to weigh the pros and cons. In that case, you save a lot of food, I think.
Of course. So the thing is that those who are in service, we will talk to them, how they serve people. They serve some people, they don't have to look at the emotion of people to serve them, what is normal, not, overserve. Anyone who's
Who wants extra, he can take it, but I think they will.
That's what we will do. They will take care of that shop.
Because last time I saw there was a lot of wastage.
Of course, every year since I came here, they do that.
Because the way we give it to the lady the food, you have to tell them to give it chocolate.
We don't need that. Yes.
We don't need it.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
Yeah, put them the money. They spend a lot of money for the chocolate. We don't need that. If you're gonna do the chocolate, it's gonna be maybe the last 10 days. Last 10 days, you can bring the chocolate. It's no problem.
No, that's what we do.
Yeah,
Chocolate
no.
comes in the last 10 days.
No,
Yeah,
some people they bring it. Because we give them money, but say the money is not enough. But they
I
have
think
to
we'll tell
come.
them, so we'll talk to that. I don't think that is the work of you and Haj Samba and me. So we will do that, inshallah. We'll work with Samba.
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah. I don't think we have.
This guy
Further,
has
you have again?
I wanted to go back to the first point, the $100 was asked for. I mean, for everyone who attend, come to the Masjid, the $100 is required, to just establish Ramadan. The other point also I want to mention is those who are responsible of this, they need also to communicate, because not only sometimes we give money to a lady to cook, but at the same time other people bring food, so there's an extra. So it's to have a communication with everyone. If someone is planning to bring food, they have to let you know, so that whatever will be given to a lady to cook, so that it can be minimized, to save. But not only that, also you can give $100, but things like a date, because some people they have a connection, they can have a date to bring. Those also can cut down the expenses. We have also the products for the cleaning and other stuff. Those who want to volunteer to bring those also, they have to let them know, so that whatever will be send to her, like, those expenses, they can take those, like, also into consideration.
Inshallah, it's a communication. We'll tell them that. We'll talk about it.
On va avoir une autre meeting pour préparer les gens qui vont aider les gens qui vont.
I think, inshallah, as we know, it's time to pray. It's time to pray, inshallah. Next week, we will have another finalization of a meeting. We will complete it, inshallah, because I don't think we are done. Next week on Sunday, between Maghrib and Isha, we will have just after Maghrib, we sit and then we complete the meeting, inshallah. We may Allah reward all of you, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum.